A great team requires superstar talent, great coaching, and a front office willing to make important trades and signings. Today we're going to be counting down the top 10 best teams in NBA history. Number 10, 1991-92 Chicago Bulls. Let me tell you now, this will not be the first 90s Bulls team you're going to see on this list. Immediately after winning the franchise's first title the year before, Coach Phil Jackson's Bulls cruised through the 91-92 regular season, winning 67 games. The Bulls flowed as a unit, and Phil Jackson's triangle offense worked to get other teammates involved. MJ and Scottie Pippen led the team in scoring, as the pair would combine for 51.1 points per night. In addition, each player on the roster knew their role and embraced it. Horace Grant was the rebounding machine, BJ Armstrong, Craig Hodges, and John Paxson were three-point specialists, and Stacey King and Will Perdue provided a low-post presence, while Bill Cartwright provided the veteran leadership. The Chicago Bulls were truly dominant in the playoffs, sweeping the Miami Heat in the first round, battling the New York Knicks in the second round in one of the greatest playoff series in NBA history, then defeating the Cleveland Cavaliers in the conference finals, and then repeating as world champions after defeating Clyde Drexler's Portland Trail Blazers in the 92 NBA Finals. Number 9, 1970-71 Milwaukee Bucks. The 1970-71 season marked a new beginning for Oscar Robertson as he became part of a young Milwaukee Bucks team seeking out a championship to add to his resume. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Bucks superstar, established himself as a dominant force in the NBA in his rookie season. The 1970-71 season was no different as he continued to impose his will on all opponents, averaging 31 points and 16 rebounds. In addition, a young Bob Dandridge contributed 18 points and 8 rebounds, while the Big O was a walking triple-double. In the end, the Milwaukee Bucks proved to be too overwhelming for opposing teams as they won 66 games. The team had an equally impressive playoff run as it defeated Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West's Lakers in the conference finals before sweeping the Baltimore Bullets in the NBA finals. Number 8, the 2001 Lakers. The 2001 Lakers are rarely included when discussing history's greatest teams. Their regular season was still superb, and there was no indication that the ensuing postseason would turn out to be one of the greatest team performances of all time. The season prior, the 1-2 punch of Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant would break through to win their first NBA championship versus the Indiana Pacers in 6 games. 2 top 10 NBA players in history on the same team was broken. The Lakers finished the regular season with only 56 wins, however the playoffs made up for that. The Lakers entered the 2001 NBA Finals with an 11-0 record in the postseason and dreams of an undefeated playoff run. But Allen Iverson and the Philadelphia 76ers erased those thoughts with a 107-101 overtime victory in Game 1 on the Lakers' home floor. After the Game 1 loss, the Lakers would win 4 straight games. This was the best 2000s Lakers team, and the relationship between Shaq and Kobe would begin to disintegrate next season. Number 7, the 1996-97 Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls were most definitely the team of the 90s, and the 1996-97 squad attests to that. Led by Coach Phil Jackson, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Tony Kukoc, Luke Longley, Dennis Rodman, and co. continued to dominate opponents with that transcendent display of teamwork. Jordan and Pippen continued to score in higher volumes while distributing the ball. Kukoc provided a unique threat as a tall jump shooter. In addition, Rodman rebounded the ball with ease. The team finished the regular season with 60 wins and went on to defeat Karl Malone and John Stockton's Utah Jazz in one of the most memorable NBA Finals in history. Number 6, 1988-89 Detroit Pistons. The 1988-89 Detroit Pistons are one of the most hated teams in NBA history because of their physical play style. Dennis Rodman, John Salley, and Bill Laimbeer provided a strong defensive presence in the low post. They didn't allow anyone to drive freely to the basket. Meanwhile, Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars were great perimeter defenders. In fact, Dumars is widely known as one of the only players to give Michael Jordan trouble at the offensive end. Thomas was a great penetrator and passer. Dumars was an excellent clutch perimeter shooter. Laimbeer was an excellent three-point shooter, while Mark Aguirre also attributed a fair number of points. The Pistons ended the 88-89 season with 63 wins and went on to defeat Larry Bird's Boston Celtics and Michael Jordan's Bulls in the Eastern Conference playoffs before sweeping Magic Johnson's Lakers in the finals. Number 5, the 1971-72 Los Angeles Lakers. When you look at the 1971-72 Los Angeles Lakers roster, you can understand why they were such a great team. Despite being loaded with transcendent offensive threats such as Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, and Wilt Chamberlain, the Lakers were able to successfully distribute the ball to one another. As a result, the team dominated opponents and even won 33 straight games from November to January, a record that still stands today. The Lakers ended the season with a league-high 69 wins and later defeated the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals. Number 4, 1985-86 Boston Celtics. Just outside of the top 3 best teams in NBA history, the 1985-86 Celtics were no joke. The season prior, the Celtics fell to the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals. Thus, Larry Bird and the team were motivated as ever to take the world title away from their hated enemy. The regular season was full of success for the Celtics. Bird, who averaged 25 points, and Kevin McHale, who averaged 21 points, continued to embarrass their defenders with a vast array of offensive moves. The Celtics went on to win 67 games in the regular season before dominating the Chicago Bulls, Atlanta Hawks, and Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Then the Celtics beat Hakeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets in the NBA Finals to bring a title title back to Boston. Number 3, the 1986-87 Lakers. Now we enter the top 3 greatest teams in NBA history. The year prior, the Lakers had a great regular season, which they won 65 games. Magic Johnson led the team in scoring with 23 points and assists with 12. James Worthy began to embrace a large role in the team, averaging 20 points per game. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar continued to show flashes of his inside dominance, while Byron Scott, AC Green, Michael Cooper, Michael Thompson, and Kurt Rambis fueled their task as terrific role players. The Lakers easily made it to the NBA Finals, where they played no other but the champions of the previous year, the Boston Celtics. After a heroic Game 6 battle, the Lakers were triumphant. They were champions yet again. Number 2, the 2016-17 Golden State Warriors. What happens when you combine 2 MVP caliber players in the primes of their careers? You get the second greatest team in NBA history. The 2016-17 Golden State Warriors were borderline unfair. The season prior, the Warriors had won a league record 73 games, however lost to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers after blowing a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals. The Warriors made the greatest free agency signing in NBA history, picking up Kevin Durant to pair with Stephen Curry. The two stars led the team in scoring, averaging 50 points per contest, with other key role players like Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Andre Iguodala. The Golden State Warriors won 67 games in the regular season and would go 16-1 through the playoffs to win the championship in 5 games, extracting revenge on LeBron James and the Cavs. Number 1, the 1995-96 Chicago Bulls. This would beat Gary Payton's Seattle Supersonics to win another NBA title. Certainly, the Bulls were back. Let us know what you thought of this list. Did we miss anybody? Let us know in the comments below.